Hey, welcome to week 3 of Reconnecting with the Breath. This week we are going to be practicing something a little different. So instead of sitting up, we're actually going to be lying on our backs, if that's comfortable for you. So I welcome you to find a comfortable position, and I recommend not doing this in bed unless you want to fall asleep. And if you do, then that's good too. But the goal here is to practice conscious pranayama, conscious breath work. So I just set up a blanket on the floor, and this feels comfortable for me. So if you feel safe, then we could come onto our backs. And you might even start with the feet planted, maybe rocking the knees from side to side, massaging the lower back. And if you're feeling any funkiness in the lower back, then you could pull the knees in toward the chest and either grab on across the knees or even behind the knees and rock from side to side. Starting to track your breath, taking as many rocks as you need, and then slowly coming back to center. Maybe you continue to hug your knees in toward the chest for a moment, feeling the little stretch or tug in the lower back. Taking some time to arrive, feeling whatever is beneath you, touching your back, or if you are sitting up, then whatever is your seat. And then option to release the knees, and you could either plant the feet on the floor, or you could stretch the legs out nice and long. Your choice. And if your feet are planted on the floor, it might feel more relieving to your hip flexors if you take the feet a little bit wider than hip distance. If you have a blanket or a towel, you might take them as wide as the towel or the yoga mat, and allow the knees to fall in toward one another, adjusting your feet as needed so that the knees naturally just stay together and your hip flexors can release and not have to do any work. So this is another option. And with your next inhale, we'll begin to reach the arms up overhead, taking them down to the floor back behind us, resting them there. Taking a moment to feel the expansion in the chest, feeling the openness here. And we'll take another breath in. And then with your exhale, allowing your arms to come all the way back down toward the hips. Inhaling them right back up into the floor back behind you. And then allowing your exhale to take them back down. Allowing your breaths to be the guide. So only going as fast or as slow as your breath. As we take a couple more. And then with this next one, allow your inhale to take the arms up overhead. And then, like you're making a snow angel, exhale and allow the hands to come right down, circling out nice and wide. Taking a few more. And then bring the arms out to a T, please, and exhale all your air out. And then with your inhale, tap into your belly breath and exhale, cross your arms over your chest like you are pulling yourself into a hug. Pausing here for a moment. Continuing to stay with the breath. So even this is conscious breathing. Even this is breath work. When our body becomes still, our breath continues to move. Take a moment and notice which arm is on top, whether it be your left or your right. And as we inhale, and open up the arms back out into a T. And then exhale, change the cross of your arms and wrap yourself in a hug again. Feeling this sense of connection with yourself. With your next inhale, begin to release the arms. Take any natural movements here. Maybe a full body stretch. And then end in a shape that feels supportive to you. You could stay on the back with your feet planted in the floor and your knees falling in toward one another. You could also extend the legs out long, resting them on the floor. And if lying on your back does not feel supportive to you right now, you could even sit up the way that we have been these past few weeks. Begin to track your breath, starting to tap into your belly breathing. And if it helps to have that tactile connection with the hand over the belly and the hand over the heart, that's an option as well. Or you could leave your hands down by your sides. If it feels welcome to you, you could even tap into your ujjayi breath, or oceanic breath, with the slight constriction in the throat, making that ocean sound wave. Remembering to fully exhale out of the belly, maybe feeling that slight engagement in the core as you exhale all of the breath out, followed by that slow and deep inhale down into the belly, filling the belly with air, allowing the ribs to expand open and away from one another, and then moving the breath up into the top of the lungs before you again take that long, slow, and complete exhale out. You set the tone here. You set the pace. Taking as much time as you need. And remembering that if at any time this breath or the breath we are about to explore becomes uncomfortable, or overwhelming, please return back to your natural breath and then return to this practice when you are ready to. We'll begin to start practicing our ratio breath, which is the pranayama practice that we will be exploring in this session. Starting by continuing to breathe in and out through the belly, and when you are ready, we will begin to count the length of our breath. So we'll all start on the same exhale, breathing out and inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Allow your breath to return to normal, letting go of any conscious breath work. Allowing your thoughts to completely rest here on the breath. Noticing how you feel. Noticing any expansion in the lungs or the chest or the belly. So that ratio breath work that we just practiced is a great way for beginning to train the body to take fuller and deeper breaths. And if you noticed, we took longer exhales than we did inhale. So we started with a count of 4, inhaling for 4, and exhaling for 4. And then after about 4 or 5 breaths, we inhaled for a count of 4, and then we exhaled for a count of 5. And then after a few breaths, we inhaled for a count of 5 and exhaled for a count of 6. So we always kept the exhale even or longer than the inhale. Everybody's lung capacity is different. So if you were not able to exhale for a count of 6 and maybe the count of 5 or 4 was more comfortable for your body, then that's totally okay. I offered that longer exhale in case anyone else might have needed that. So this is a breath that you can return to anytime. You can count for yourself, starting with the count of 4, and slowly increasing your exhales as you see fit. We'll go ahead and re-enter that same breath. And this time, I would like you to count for yourself. And I'm going to set up a metronome to help you keep track. So when you're ready, you'll start with all of your breath out, and you're going to hear a clicking noise, and it's going to go at a continuous steady beat, and this is going to allow you to keep count. So starting with the exhale out, and if you pair your Ujjayi breath with your exhales, you'll notice that your exhale can begin to extend even longer, possibly even increasing your count on the exhale. Three more breaths here. 3 inhales and exhales. Finishing up whatever breath you are on, and allowing your breath to return to normal. Taking a moment to focus on and notice how your body feels after practicing this very conscious ratio breath. Noticing any sensations, or maybe it's an overall feeling in your body. And then, because we are resting on the floor, I'm going to lead us through a somatic relaxation exercise. And the soma is Latin for body, or Greek actually. So if you would like to extend your legs out long, if they aren't already, and with your hands resting down by your sides, we'll begin to allow the body to completely let go and sink into the earth. And what we're going to do is contract and release. So starting with your right leg, with each inhale, we're going to squeeze the muscles. So squeeze your right foot, your calf, your right quad, and your glute. Squeeze it all in. And then exhale, slowly let the muscles go. Allowing the right leg to completely relax. And then inhale into the left leg. Squeezing the left toes, the left leg, the glute, the whole left hip. And then exhale whenever you're ready and let it go. And now your right arm. Squeezing the right arm, the right hand, the bicep, the right shoulder. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then allow your exhale to release the muscles. Taking the left side. Inhale and squeeze the whole left arm, left hand, left shoulder. And exhale, let it go. And now for the belly. Inhale, squeeze the belly, squeeze the back, squeeze the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, let it go. And now the throat, the neck, the head, the face. Scrunch your face up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the ears. Big breath in. And exhale. Release. And now your whole body. Squeeze your entire body. Inhale. Let it go on the exhale. Returning to the breath. Returning to your inhales and exhales as each one of your muscles floats down into whatever is supporting you. Allowing yourself to enjoy these next few moments. Just watching your breath move in and out. We'll be here for another 5 breaths. Two more breaths. Beginning to add some deeper breaths in and out, maybe even exhaling out of the mouth. Beginning to add some movement back into the body. And then maybe taking a full and then as you see fit, you could begin to pull the knees in toward the chest if you are still laying on your back. And then in your own timing, rolling over to one side and pausing here for a moment. And then pressing yourself up. And coming into any seated shape. And if you'd like, you can meet me at heart center. And take a breath in. Then exhale it out. Thank you so much for practicing with me in this session 3 of reconnecting with the breath. I hope that you feel safe, connected, and at home in your body. Thank you.